This is how the rank 1 Scarlet Witch Helis TTV plays, and he's actually a very popular DPS player right now on ladder. He's hit rank 1 a couple of times. He's playing quite a bit of heroes, but in this comp, excuse me, I just had to turn down the in-game volume for a little bit. But in this comp, he's playing Wanda, so he can enable the really strong Magneto's team-up synergy, where Magneto will basically create this sword. It will send out big shockwave projectiles that can do a lot of damage. So what's really important to watch is, like, Wanda at higher levels of play is a little bit more of a difficult character to play. Your job is to kind of be an anti-dive type DPS character who's mainly trying to watch flank routes and look out for her supports. So Helis TV not only does that, but also what he does on Wanda is he's able to create a lot of pressure by using the projection, like, Wanda's flight, as much as possible, being everywhere almost all at once. So that's what we're going to be studying from the best Wanda today. So let's get started in the video. We're going to jump right ahead to when the game starts. Here we go. Helis and team are defending. The blue team on the left side. Attacking team on the right side is going to be approaching. Pretty standard Metacom. Doctor Strange, teleporter in the back. And here we go. Right away takes out one of the octopuses and starts applying pressure. Uses the projection to get over onto this little high ground and apply pressure from a relatively safe spot, and just trying to do their best to take out the Doctor Strange. Magneto walks up over here, and then the Black Panther applies pressure. Now, he is being really careful with his positioning. You see, he doesn't like overcommit. He gives it about 1 or 2 seconds when he's entering a choke, and then gets out if he's not able to create pressure. The rest of the gameplay loop is relatively simple. You're just kind of like doing the magical suck and throwing out the Chthonian Bash to do some damage. Now they have isolated the enemy of Magneto. The Luna comes in to help take it out, and then he just continues playing, Wanda into the enemy, and the cleanup crew is now here, applying as much pressure as possible. As always, really good gameplay right here. We're able to watch just how Wanda can create pressure by being everywhere all at once. And a lot of that has to do with the flight, everyone. Pay attention to how he's using the flight to stay out of line of sight, stay in the air. So if the enemy are forced to look at him, he's like up in the sky, which means the people on the floor shooting the enemy team have an easier time as the attention is being divided to different locations, right? So again, watch the positioning, maintaining the high ground over here. Team is on the far right high ground. He's staying in one of the chokes where he can watch the flanks. And over there we can see Scarlet is beginning to take a flank. She scouts it out, pressures it a little bit, and moves to just kind of keep this, the Star-Lord at bay. But I have to play a little bit safe here. Doctor Strange is pressuring her. Now again, using natural cover, playing to the corners of the map. Very good gameplay. We have the ultimate, the Reality Destroyer is about to come online, but unfortunately, she does get caught. She's in an area where there's too much open room. Maybe she should have moved over here to the right side of the map and played around the natural cover. But it does seem like the Namer was able to isolate her. So it's okay. The most important thing is we will see people making mistakes even at the highest levels of play. Obviously, because we're human beings, nobody's perfect. But we want to see how to minimize those mistakes when we're playing this character. So back at it again. We're moving a little bit forward with the Wanda pick over here, applying a little bit more pressure. She's taking the high ground. Looking for a little bit of a flank, maybe trying to isolate, the enemy DPS, trying to like poke them out. She's got the Star-Lord in her sidelines, and it's very easy for Wanda to, pressure the Star-Lord because of, her auto lock-on beam thing. Now the Magneto ult is happening. She is backing up a little bit. Sadly, her team in the back is taken out. Now they do need to do their best to stabilize this. Now, a very interesting commitment from the team. The Luna Snow uses her ultimate despite being down 3 to 4 teammates, and it just doesn't work out in their favor. This is certainly the Luna Snow ult of all time, which is a little bit sad to see. Otherwise, like, if they were able to retake, maybe with the Doctor Strange teleporter play, if the Magneto swaps, it could have been interesting, but it's okay. Mistakes are made. That was very interesting. Saipe is usually a very good player. I've seen them in the highest ranks and other WODs as well, so very interesting. So again, using natural cover, as you guys saw in my video as well, use the natural cover as much as possible and apply pressure from wherever you can. A good little kill over there. Doing their best to pretty much just follow up on their team's pressure, right? Just follow up on what your team is doing. Maintain good corner usage. Maintain good presence where you are behind your team. And the projection. This is the biggest difference between Wandas in low elo and Wandas in high elo. The projection is being used almost constantly, right? Anytime he has the projection up, he's looking to use it again. Now he knows there's a Hawkeye over there. He's still applying pressure to the tank, trying to get the tank to move a little bit. And now they're going in. Now here comes the ultimate. Reality has been erased towards that Luna Snow. And the best part about it is that Reality Erasure has taken away the support ultimate for the enemy Luna Snow. So Wonderful play from Helis over there on the Scarlet Witch. Repositioning to try to get to the high ground. Unfortunately, missed the first time, got it the second time, and applying that pressure with the E. Now, me personally, I'm a little bit surprised at how little Helis actually uses the E ability on Wanda, the time stop, the time seal, or whatever it's called, the Chaos Seal. I don't know what it's called. But he's using it very, very little. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for him to spam that out a little bit more. Now, again, he's pretty much playing around his Doctor Strange, carefully positioning himself around the map. And here we go, big Magneto ult takes out the support in the backline. Damn, Squeaky, that Luna Snow has been caught 3 times in a row now on the enemy team. They need to peel for her, or that Luna needs to position a little bit more carefully. And again, uptime, the pressure is never stopping. Great little E over there. She manages to stop Namor a little bit for a second and pressure out the Hawkeye to reposition. Look at this. Look at the way she's moving from corner to corner. This is so important. Don't be greedy. Don't chase for kills. Just play for pressure. Don't be greedy. Play for pressure. And that's how you will eventually get kills. Now again, we need to get to safety. They have the Luna Snow also. They can play a little bit more aggressive. Team fight is happening over here. Another Fear Magneto happening from the enemy team, if I'm not mistaken. Our team is being pushed back a little bit. Sadly, Wanda doesn't really have the best burst damage in the game. But she does have good sustained damage. It's almost like, she's kind of like a supportive DPS where she just really wants to be, supporting somebody else's push. Now, big Wanda ult, Reality Eraser coming up, trying to get as many people as possible, and double kill on both Squeaky and that Namor. And now the cleanup crew goes in. 3 kills for Wanda Maximoff. And from here, it's just a part of the cleanup crew. She's applying more pressure. Can we get that number 4? Unfortunately not. Now they're just waiting on the next team fight over here, playing around cover, watching that payload, holding that space so they can keep the enemy at bay. Enemy team is slowly walking in again. She's just applying her nice little pressure. She's not moving with projection unless she needs to. If she gets pressured, she'll move. Or if she needs a better angle. And here she goes. Look how she supports her Black Panther. Look at how when Black Panther engages, she goes into support and try to, apply more pressure with her damage, guys. Do try to support, look at your team. Look at okay, here comes a Magneto. Good shit over there. But I just want to say, look at what your teammates are doing. Look at who you have and ask yourself, how does this character play? And how can I have Wanda assist that character, right? Because Wanda's kind of like a supportive DPS almost. Which is funny to say, if you know what Wanda's based off. So very, very excellent defense, playing around cover, playing carefully. This is everything that I've taught you guys. They're being very, very careful. I feel like, again, like I said, the E could be coming up a lot more because that thing comes up fairly quickly. So it's okay. Let's move on over to the attacking side. Now, attack is where things get really, really interesting, right? Because on attack, they can't rely on natural cover that much. They have to be careful with how they engage. So this is going to be very crucial to see, how do we play Wanda in this triple DPS comp? We have the Black Panther, the King of Wakanda. We have the King of Atlantis in Namor. And we've got the King of Krakoa in Magneto and the Queen of the Mutants herself. It is Wanda Maximoff. What are we going to be doing over here? Let's have a quick look. She's going on a nice little flank route. Looking for that little poke damage. Applying that poke damage, that's fine. Maybe we can toss the E onto the left high ground or even the top right high ground to get Scarlet away from it. Bit of an aggressive position over here, but again, the double charge projection is really nice. And again, she follows into the dive of her Black Panther. I really like this. She's almost playing Scarlet Witch as a follow-up dive character. That's such an interesting way to adapt the gameplay style. It's almost like, they're playing Wanda like a dive DPS. It's so interesting. Yeah, flex that emote, man. I would do that too if I was that good. We're just capturing the objective over here, and we're gonna now push the payload. We don't have to go that far. And thankfully, enemy team, they seem to be a little bit lost in this case. Again, nice bubble from the Magneto to let Wanda extend, go for a bit of an aggressive play. But now she might get caught because she's low. She doesn't have a projection. She just got a projection back. Again, just really good sustain playing around and with that Magneto. Beautiful gameplay right here, man. This is some really good Wanda gameplay. I really hope you guys are learning, how carefully he's playing with Wanda. And it's such a good, easy pressure character to have against, the meta DPS, right? So, Black Panther gets pressured by Wanda. Iron Fist gets pressured by Wanda. The Star-Lord, this guy, he could never play aggressive because anytime he looks for those aggressive angles, if I can just move the camera over here, anytime he looks for those aggressive angles, from the flank routes and everything, Wanda's there to just create such easy pressure. And he's forced to relocate because the higher up you go, every kill matters. So he can't overstay his welcome. He has to regroup. And if I'm not even mistaken, I think this guy, Henrico, he didn't even get a legendary off on any of the rounds. And that's just the the absolute monster pressure that, the Scarlet Witch can bring. So that's it, everybody, for this video, looking at how the rank 1 Wanda plays the game. As always, if you're new to the character, be sure to check out my guide over here on the channel. It's on your screen right now. We have a lot more content coming up like this. If you're interested in more educational Marvel Rival content, then this is the channel for you. I will see you guys in the next video.